Who we got with us this morning?
Cheryl Andrews.
Miss Cheryl, tell us a bit about yourself.
So I'm 40 years old. I turned 40 September 9th. I had a big pool party. I invited 100 people. And we had a lot of food, and we had a lot of alcohol, and everything was free. Now I don't know if I can say this or not, but we had a lot of weed. It's legal. We had a lot of weed. I bought everything. Everything was free. I have two daughters, Brittany and Sierra. Brittany's 14, Sierra's 16. They in school right now. They are honor roll students, and they do very well in school. So did their mom, and so did their dad. I'm a college graduate. I graduated from SLU with an accounting degree. Now I work at AT&T as accountant manager. I'm getting ready to retire from AT&T after 20 years of service. When I retire, I'm going to drive for Leclerc Cab. I already interviewed, I already been hired, I got all my documentations, and just got to take them to the boss. I love to travel. I love to swim, dance, sing. I love a good movie. I love a good comedy show. Oh, I love church most of all. God is first in my life. No man comes before God. And so also, I like fine dining. Cheryl loves to eat, and she'll eat everything on her plate if she don't get full. And so, I'm not a grandmother. I am a daughter. I have two beautiful parents. They're so beautiful, especially my mom. My mom is beautiful on the inside and the outside. And so, I think I said I like to travel. Other than that, that completes me.
What kind of household did you come from growing up?
So I came from a big household. My parents had 12 children, 7 boys and 5 girls. 2 brothers deceased, 1 sister deceased. My twin sister died of breast cancer. Okay, got 1 sister that's visiting here today. She's been here since Saturday from Atlanta. Every time she comes, she takes me shopping, buy me at least 7 outfits. Ain't that beautiful and nice? And isn't that a blessing? Because she does not have to do that. And so I have a house out of Florissant. It's a 4-bedroom home. I live alone. I'm single, ready to mingle. And that's it.
What school did you graduate from?
I graduated from Beaumont
Where did life take you after you graduated from Beaumont?
College.
Um, what kind of jobs did you have along the way?
Well, my first job at 15, I had to get a work permit. I was 15 and a half. I worked at White Castles.
How was it working at White Castles at 15? Because I heard White Castles was always one of the better fast food restaurants to work at. They treated their employees rather well. That's what the word was. So, what were some of your experiences working at White Castle?
The word was right. They do treat you well. You eat for free. They got good benefits. That's the 401k, good insurance. And they pay well, because that's why I chose to work at White Castles, because they are the highest paying fast food restaurant. My best friend, my former best friend, she worked at Burger King. And she was always jealous of me because I made more money than her, or she jealous because of this, she jealous because of that. And that's why she's a former best friend. And she's still a friend, but she's not a best friend.
What you never been married?
I have.
Okay, tell us
I
about.
said I'm single, but I have been
Right.
married. I
Okay.
got 2 daughters,
How long were you married?
20 years.
Okay, and you're no longer with your husband. What
No.
caused you guys to separate or divorce rather?
Well, what caused us to separate is because my older daughter is not his. That's from a previous relationship. And he wanted my daughter.
Gotcha. What have you seen? What significant changes in the city of St. Louis have you seen from a little girl growing up till now that you can speak on? Like, what changes have taken place where it's like, wow, I can't believe this is going on?
Mm-hmm. Well, the first change that I have seen is that we had a black president, Obama. And that was the first big change that I saw. And it was another one. But I know what it is. The other change is the Bible says the last will be first. Black people always the last, and now we first. We opened our business. My friend, he opened up this smoke shop. He only 26-year-old. This 26-year-old young black man with a smoke shop. It's lovely in there. You got everything you want and everything you need is right in there in the smoke shop. And so we opened up businesses. We opened up like my church. We opened up another school. We opened up banks. We rent out houses and apartments. We got daycares, adult daycares, and we have we have everything that a person would need, to survive.
Has the respect level changed between the elders and the youth, in your opinion, over the years?
Yes, it
and
has.
in your opinion, what would you say about that?
Excuse me. What I say about that is the respect level definitely have changed because, I always been respectful. My parents taught me to be respectful. But these youngsters, they are getting more and more respectful. They are being able to be, hi, man, how you doing, They'll be like 16 to 18 years old. Excuse me. Excuse me. But yes, it has changed.
Did you grow up in did you have a spiritual background growing up? Like, did you guys attend church? And
Every Sunday.
What church did you attend, and were you active in the church?
Mm-hmm. I remember myself all the way up to the age of 4. Started at the age of 4. And I was in the choir. We went to a church called New Salem on Arlington on the west side. And I still attend the church. Along with Friendly Temple. I have a membership at both churches.
If you can go back in time and talk to a young Miss Cheryl, knowing what you know today, what would you tell her?
I say, Cheryl, don't marry Gary. That's what I tell Cheryl. Don't do that. His dad told you that he wasn't ready, and you did it anyway. And your mom, when your mom first laid eyes on this handsome guy, first thing she said, Cheryl, what do you want with him? I said, Mom, I love him. I did. Uh-huh.
What advice could you give young ladies coming up in the world, like, good advice to grow on and to help them become the better or the best young ladies they can be?
My first advice is to stay in school. Stay in school. Get your education. Get as much education as you possibly can. Try to get and then after you finish high school, go on to college. I did. You did. And get your bachelor's degree. And I'm ready to go start back to school. In January, I'm going to be a nurse practitioner. So, if you want enough and you work hard enough, get your
Education.
Get your education, and if you work hard enough, get your doctorate. Get your master's.
Is it any advice you can give on the closeout? Any knowledge, any wisdom, any things you can leave us with that we can grow on as people?
First, I say love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, You can't love nobody else. So first love yourself. And first, even for you, and after that, love God. Because he's a great God. He's a loving God. He's a caring God. And he's the only God we have. He's the only God we need. God is awesome. And he means so much to me. And he plays a very important role in my life.
We appreciate you, Miss Cheryl. We thank you. We wish you all the best. And it was a pleasure sitting down speaking with you. Thank you, Miss Cheryl.
You as well.